Hello everyone, and welcome back to X4. Well, in the last episode we managed to get into a spot of bother with the bugs. They have started to appear in Grand Exchange 4, and today I would like to, well, maybe not get rid of them completely, but take the first step towards removing them. And that will include doing something that I didn't really want to do, but unfortunately this really forced our hand. Yes, I will go and pick up that abandoned split destroyer. Oh, sorry, not split, Pyramid destroyer. As I've said, I really didn't want to do this kind of stuff, but unfortunately, in this case, it cannot be helped. We really need to take care of this right now. Anyways, we should also try to get into the good graces of the organ a bit more. Basically, I just want to make sure that we can outfit that ship as best as we can. And right now, the best option we have is this organ. Right now, we have a standing of 15. I would like to reach at least plus 20, because that will give us the most options in terms of outfitting ships. So, tell you what, obviously the best course of action for this would be to do some missions for them, but we can help things along by, for example, telling the Tiberius to consider Organ Prime as its anchor space, so it will mostly trade around in Organ space. Confirm. Also, let's just make sure that it still cannot go into, yeah, dangerous sectors is still the travel restriction behavior. It cannot go into Hatikva's choice. I really don't want to get into that space, especially if you can see the defense platform is being attacked. Yeah. Don't go there, please. It will get destroyed otherwise. Okay then. Anything else we want to do? Trade restrictions. I suppose might as well set one up, right? So it's in the trade rules, right? So if I set up a new trade rule, let's say organ only. I want to restrict all factions except ourselves and the Organ Federation. Okay.
Entering system.
There we go, and save this trade rule. So it is now an option, right? And if I go and trade restrictions, we cannot set this one for some reason. Okay, let me just check. Interesting. It appears that we cannot set trade restrictions to ships. That's interesting. Okay, I would have expected us to be able to do so, but apparently this is just for stations. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. I think it's still going to work as intended. It might be able to get into a bit in Grand Exchange, but otherwise, let me see, it can jump 3 times, right? So 1, 2, maybe it can get into Grand Exchange, but it should focus on mostly in on organ space, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Okay, where are we right now? Holy Vision, and exactly. Okay, so we'll go here, jump on this highway, and oh, never mind, we will jump off a bit earlier. Okay, I suppose we might as well just go ahead and fly here directly, and we need to fly through that jump gate. There. Okay, this will lead into a Xenon sector, I believe, and then we will need to make one more jump, and that will lead us to the sector that has the Pyramid destroyer. The question is how well outfitted it is going to be, because sometimes it can spawn without weapons, So I suppose we will see, but fingers crossed that it will be at least somewhat outfitted. Now, in the meantime, let's just take a look at these different stations. So, Grand Exchange, lovely, plenty of money. And the wares, yeah, it's doing okay. We have plenty of raw resources now, so we are in a good spot. Except for the fact that we are dealing with bugs. Heretics, and what about you? Maybe I should buy a small trading ship so it can take care of the imports. Maybe I will do that at some point. And I think if we didn't have to deal with the bugs, I would definitely start building the solar power plant, but not right now. Yeah, this will have to wait, unfortunately. Anyways, let's go ahead and jump through.
Entering system. Faulty logic.
Okay, so faulty logic. We need to make one more jump. And I believe the gate is this way, right? So let's... there it is. Okay, it's not a gate, it is a super highway. We need to fly through that one, I believe. This is the input, and that one is the output. So let's just aim for it more or less. I will curve into it. That's fine. So we need to fly through here, and the ship should be to the exact west of the superhighway output. At least I think so. As far as I remember, that is the location of that ship. Okay, then let's take a look. So far, we seem to be doing relatively okay. Also, yes, I do believe I left a small message on the top right. I think I know the location of the bug station that is harassing Grand Exchange 4. All we need to do is pick up the destroyer and fly it there. It has so much protection that the bugs will not be able to do anything to the ship. But before we do that, I might want to take a small detour to the organ equipment dock so we can put some better weapons on it. Anyways, let me just turn into the superhighway there. That should do it, and let's see if we can find the ship. I know the vague location of it.
Entering faulty logic 7.
Faulty logic 7, exactly. So we need to go this way, I believe. More like this. So something there. Okay, turn this way, and now we need to zoom in and let's see if we can find the ship. I am not sure if we are in visible range yet, but sooner or later it will come into view and we can go and claim it. As I've said, I am not a fan of doing this. I wanted to have this series so we can make our money ourselves instead of relying on, you know, abandoned ships and, I don't know, grinding for crystals or anything like that. But you know what? I think we can call it good enough if we simply not sell this ship. We will keep hold of it. In fact, if I was extremely strict about this, I suppose we could destroy it after we use it, but you know what? It's fine. I think we will just make sure that we don't sell it. Anyways, let's keep an eye out. We should be in visible range at this point. At least I think so. Okay, I am fairly certain that we are on location, so let me make a quick sensor sweep. Okay, we have something. Let's wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it. There she is. Okay, I do believe the docking port is on the top, so that's where we need to go. So there is our target, 67 kilometers away. Unknown ship, but I already know what it is. So once we get there, we will claim it, land, and we will take it to the equipment dock. Also keep an eye out on the ships. I just want to make sure that we don't get into any more trouble. I really don't like that these guys are still moving out here. They really shouldn't, because these resource probes are disabled. Apparently they still count. Anyways, let's make sure we don't overshoot. And I think we can stop right around here. A bit too early. Yeah, combat engines are a bit better at braking. So let's go ahead and move a bit closer, and we can start the claiming procedure. All we need to do is jump out of the ship in our spacesuit and go into scanning mode and look for a data leak. I do believe, yeah, there it is. I remember correctly. So we just need to scan this one, and the ship is ours. Okay, overshot a little bit, but that's fine. And there we go. The ship is ours.
Docking granted.
Hop on board, and can the Eclipse please dock with the ship? Dock and wait. Okay, I will take control of the ship, and I will set the Organ equipment dock as our destination. So here, start guidance, and once the ship is landed, it is landed now, right? Yes. Okay, I think we can leave.
Engaged.
I am a bit worried about that minefield that we have seen along the way, but I think we are going to be okay. Next up, let's check what is the equipment on this ship. So loadout, we have some Mark 1 large pulse lasers, that's great, and a bunch of bolt turrets and one pulse turret. I think I would feel better if we replaced all of these with flak turrets. The large pulse I think we can keep around, that's fine. What else? I think we can replace all the drones with repair drones, that's going to be fine. And obviously, we will need better protection. The split shields are not all that great. Yeah, we will replace basically every single shield with Mark II Organ shields. Okay then. Well, I suppose at this point, cannot collect material, that's fine. So yeah, at this point we just need to wait until we arrive. Wait, we have some trouble. This one is fine. What about you? You are not fine, but you should be fine in a second once you jump through. Please jump, 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 jump. There we go. Okay. Hopefully we are okay. Yeah, they are moving away. Good, they are not following us. That was lucky. Yeah, we really need to get our hands on this ship.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay then, I suppose. Oh right, we are in the minefield, but yeah, we got through all right. So I guess I will see you once we arrive at the equipment dock.
Entering system.
Okay, we are approaching the equipment dock. I think I will leave the braking to the autopilot. That's going to be fine. And once we are here, I will dock. And
Disengage. Docking granted.
there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and dock and we can start outfitting this ship. As I've said, I would like to have some flak turrets mostly. That should be relatively effective against the bug ships. So let's just go ahead and dock. I don't think this one came with a docking computer, so we'll need to make this one the hard way, unfortunately.
Successfully docked.
And we are docked. Alright, so trade repair docked ship.
Welcome you aboard.
Thank you. I think we can keep the engines around. That should be relatively okay, although let me just check. If we switch out to the Argon ship, okay, Argon engines are a bit better. They are not as good on non-travel mode speeds, but you know what? That's fine. This is not really meant to be maneuverable, so I think I will go for the travel speed. Travel engines a bit better even, but let's just use the all-around. Yeah, that's going to be fine. Also, engines will definitely need to have a shield. There we go. Next up, thrusters. Oof, okay. 5 million just for the Mark III all-around thrusters. I will keep what we have. That's going to be fine. Shields. As I said, I will switch this out to the Mark II Argon shields. I think that is going to be better for us. Okay. That's it. Weapons. Now, we don't really have the license to buy the front-facing weapons yet, so unfortunately, these will have to wait. Plus, I am not sure if the Argon can outfit a Paranit ship, so yeah, this will not happen for a while, but we can definitely buy some turrets. I think we are going to be okay with the split pulse turrets. We don't really need to switch out for the Argon ones. Although, let me just check. Shield damage 668. Wait, no hull damage. Unshielded areas, there we go. So 668 megajoules of damage. And the Argon one... Okay, Argon one does offer better damage. Projectile speed 2 kilometers per second. Split ones are even slower than the Argon ones. Effective range 5.9 kilometers. Really? Okay, rotation speed 39. 30. Are the split turrets all around worse? Rate of fire 0.48. Okay, the Argon ones are slightly slower firing, but I think overall they are better than the split ones. So I might consider buying them. You know what? Switching them out is going to be fine. Yeah. Let's just get back into here, and we just need to pay about 5,000 extra to switch them out, so it's going to be fine, I think. Yeah. So we are going to have 2 on the little nacelle arm, and obviously I will switch out the shields. There we go. 4 shields for the turrets, and the same for everything else. Let's make sure we replace everything. This is for the large turrets. Now for the medium ones, obviously I will go for flak. that is going to be the one that we need to use, because we will need to deal with a lot of small spacecraft in this little excursion. So let's go for it. Okay, so let's make sure. Mark II shields all around. That is correct. And in terms of weapons, we have the argon pulse lasers on the large turrets, that's correct, and 2 flat turrets everywhere else. Yes. Okay, software, let's just buy a docking computer, and we can definitely sell these extra additions. We don't really need to use them, that's fine. Plus we can claw back some money with it, that's even better. Flares, I don't expect to use them, but you know what, might as well have them, it's not going to hurt. Alright, and let's replace all the drones with repair drones. In the long run, I think this will be better. We don't really need to worry about defense, the turrets will take care of the defense for us. Okay, crew. Obviously we need the crew because I want this thing to be as efficient as possible. And for the paint scheme, the default looks alright. Alpha Zone, nope. Kilroy, not much difference. What about this Foundation X? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, you know what? Let's just use this default one. It's going to be fine. Origin unknown. I think this was the default, but it's fine. Okay, I think I am relatively happy with this loadout, and this will be only 281,000 credits. I think we can manage, and it appears that this station has enough resources, so let's go for it. How long will this take? Ooh, 11 minutes. Uh-oh. And in the meantime, one of our drills was destroyed. Yeah, we really need to take care of this. Okay, unfortunately, for 11 minutes, we cannot do anything else. So we need to wait. I suppose I can hop into the Eclipse, but yeah, it's fine. Although I suppose we can quickly go and pick up this guy. Yeah, you know what? I will jump into the Eclipse, pick up this guy, and then come back for the Odysseus. So, jump out of the seat, hop into the... No, it is... Really? We need to go there. Fine. So, the Eclipse Vanguard. Hop on board and go and pick up the stranded crew member. So, let's set them as the guidance object. Okay, so the equipment changes are on the way. That's good. Let's go ahead and rescue. Well, at least we can keep ourselves a bit busy while this changeover is taking place. Also, oh jeez. I would not be surprised if this guy gets destroyed. Can you please try to dock here real quick? Remove disorder and this one. Behavior, and override the flee command and just go and dock here real quick. Hopefully it's going to be quick enough.
Entering black hole.
Okay, I suppose I will see you once we arrive at the stranded pilot's location, or crew member, because I am not sure if this is a pilot or just one of the service crew. Although it was from a drills, and I think the drills are a single cruise ship, right? No, they do have crewmen, but only one of them survived, unfortunately. Okay, this one is in trouble. We might lose this one. We need to hurry up. I think we might be in luck with this ship. I think it is escaping. Yeah, it appears to be faster than the foragers and the protectors, so I think we got away with this. That was lucky. Okay, don't land here, that's fine. Just remove this order, that's fine. Just flee, do whatever you need to do, and you can get back to work. Thankfully, it didn't even lose any hull, so that's fine. Okay, so how far are we from the pilot's location? Still very far, unfortunately. Yeah, we need to go through Grand Exchange 3. I think the Odysseus will be finished before we actually finish with this rescue operation, so once you are done with the changeover, can you please start moving here? Oh, right, and it doesn't have a pilot. Okay, let me take a look at the personal records, personal management. I want to look at the captain skills. And we have this guy, Leonard Asuni. He's a service crew, but he is a relatively decent pilot. Can you please work as the captain of the Odysseus? There we go, assign. Okay then, so now it has a captain. Once you are done... Wait, you are changing over, right? Yeah, change equipment. Why are you trying to undock? Do not undock. Change equipment, that's fine. Okay, after that, can you please move yourself here? Fly and wait. Yeah. Really? We added a captain and now it's trying to undock for some reason. No, it is changing over, so I think it's fine. Okay, so how far are we? Still very far. Okay then. Oh, and we have another drill trying to flee. Thankfully it's just a forager, so I don't think we are in big trouble. Still not doing great. By the way, I think after we start attacking the box station, all of these ships that are harassing the system will move back to defend immediately, so I think once we are in position, the sector will be pretty much saved.
Enter.
Okay then, so let's take a look at the Odysseus. It says it is undocking. Why? Can you please just do the change equipment? I'm really hoping this doesn't interfere with the actual upgrades. I guess we will see. Okay, what's going on these parts? We have a hive guard. Okay, we need to take care of this right now. The rescue operation will have to wait. Thankfully, I noticed this one in time. Okay, plasma cannons out, and let's take care of this guy. Although the bolt repeater will make a better travel mode disruptor. There we go. And he's focusing on us now. Good. Okay, let's take care of this guy. Okay, that takes care of that. Did you drop anything? Yes, you did. That was a... no, that wasn't him. Yeah, didn't drop anything. Okay, let's go ahead and rescue the guy. Anyone else in trouble? Not that I can see. Good. Okay then, so I did receive a small message, but I didn't catch it, what it was. Let me see, let me take a look at the logbook maybe. That's fine. No, I think we are alright. Yeah, I don't see what that message was. Okay then, I think it's not really important. So, how far is the pilot? We need to hurry up. It's already halfway down on the oxygen supply. Well, I suppose this is a good excuse to start replacing the drills with man arenas. We will have to do it at some point anyway, so getting them destroyed is a good excuse, I suppose. Anyways, the Tiberius, how are you doing these days? You are busy in Organ Prime, very happy to see it. And how are we doing in terms of money? Ooh, 2.5 million, not too bad. I think I will, at this point, I will leave this one to build up the money and it will start giving us periodic money transfers. I think that's going to be better instead of emptying it out all the time. Okay then, so how far are we? We are right here. Okay, all we need to do is park ourselves next to the pilot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just stop here.
Thank you. Preparing to dock.
Then get a bit closer. And they will dock automatically. So, what kind of crew was this? Sorry, no. Ship information. And the crew unsigned. Right. Are they in the personnel roster? Unassigned. There we go. You are pilot. Okay, then I suppose I will keep them around. For now, you can be a service crew, I suppose, on the Eclipse. That's going to be a-okay. Service crew assign. That's fine. Also, we have a new message. Ooh, we can get a promotion from the Teladi. I might do that. Let me just... we are very relatively close. How is the Odysseus doing? Okay, it is finished. Let me just double check on the information and the loadout. So we have large pulse laser, flak turrets, that's great. Yeah, 12 flak turrets, 4 large pulse lasers, all organ, large shield generators, medium shield generators, all organ, that's great. All around engine, yes please. Okay, so I think the changeover was successful and we have 10 repair drones, correct. Okay, while this guy is moving, I see no reason not to take a look at this mission. So we just need to attend a promotion ceremony. Mission manager and this one. Set as active, and that is going to be right there. Yeah, relatively close by. Might as well take care of it while the Odysseus is moving here. Also, we have another attack. Yeah, we need to hurry up. Unfortunately, at this point, it's all down to the speed of the Odysseus. Thankfully, it is relatively speedy with the new engines. Much better than the split engines that we had before. So yeah, I will go attend the promotion ceremony and then we will take care of the box station. By the way, in terms of money, how are we doing? 2.7 million. Very happy to see it. Soon we should start seeing some automatic transfers from this station. Otherwise, this guy, how are you doing in terms of escaping? So far, I think we are winning. Yeah, we are faster than the bugs. Very good.
Entering system 18 billion.
Okay, so now we are in 18 billion. We need to go to... Oh, wait, that's a... Okay, that's a jump gate. So we need to make maybe 1 or 2 more jumps. I think the Lodi... No, it's not this one. This is for the Ministry of Finance. Where is the Taladi Company HQ? I guess we will see soon enough. Also, is this the same ship? No, that's different. Can you please... Ooh, that's a hive guard. Can you please go into travel mode ASAP? Okay, I think we are escaping. Good. Yeah, we really need to take care of this. How far is the Odysseus? Not too far now. I might want to turn around at this point.
Engaged.
I will take a look at this jump gate real quick. If the station is not too far away, I will fly there, but if it's too far away, I will immediately turn around.
Entering system memory of profit.
So memory of profit,
Disengage.
where is it? Okay, we don't really know the exact location. I think it's a trade station, right? So which one would it be? No, that's a acceleration gate. Okay, we don't need the exact location. I am turning around. Let's just jump into the Odysseus. So let's set this one as our guidance object and engage autopilot. How far is it from the destination? Okay, it is almost there. Now, as far as I remember, the actual location of the box station is somewhere down here in Grand Exchange 4, so it is outside of the the borders of this system. So we will need to keep progressing this way to find it. I guess we will know the exact locations once we take over the ship, so we can actually take a look around. Anyways, I will take care of the promotion ceremony later. This is a lot more important. Okay, while we are traveling, let me take a look at the finances. 3 million, very good. 2 more million and we will start seeing some automatic transfers. Can I claw back some money from somewhere? What about the Heretic Sun Station? Huh. They used a lot more money than I anticipated. Okay, in that case, I will actually get 300,000 back from the Grand Exchange Station and give it to Heretic Sand. And there we go. I didn't pay attention. The reason we stopped buying these resources is because we didn't have more money. but now we should be okay. Okay, we will jump into Grand Exchange 4 now. Good, and
Grand Exchange.
let's just go around the station and we can start moving towards the Odysseus. Also, is it a shimmer on a... No, that's some... Oh, that must be one of the resource probes. Okay, let's keep moving towards the Odysseus. Unfortunately, it didn't update the borders of the system, so we don't know the exact location yet. How far are you? 250 kilometers. Okay, I think I will cut this travel out. I at least want to reach the box station in this episode, and in the next one we will take care of it. But we are getting very, very close to the time limit on this episode. Although we did have a couple of travel montages, so I think we can run a bit longer. At least I want to reach the point where we can draw the ships that are still harassing the population in this sector. Once we start attacking the station, they will immediately jump back and start defending. But that is not going to help them a lot because this baby will be a beast. Okay, so we are almost there. Okay, then I think at this point we should be able to see this station, right? I think so. It should be exactly in front of us somewhere. It's been a couple of days since the last time I played, so I might be remembering this wrong, but it should be in this direction somewhere. Okay, I suppose we can just stop. Let's just dock. And I guess we will use the Odysseus to find the station.
Sir.
So let's go onto the bridge and let's see what we are dealing with. It should just be an outpost, so it shouldn't be too big. Even though if it was a complete hive, we should be able to deal with it. Oh, I think there it is. It is, yeah. There she is. A big cluster of pyramids, basically. This is what we need to take care of. Okay, then I will make a quick scan. I think we should be able to get a ping from it. Enable travel mode, and there she is. Okay, unknown station target. And that is going to be, yeah, 150 kilometers away. Okay, once we get there, can I set this one? Yeah, guidance object. And let's just enable autopilot, so the autopilot will take care of the braking for us. Okay, are we? Yeah, we are buying the Claytronics now. That's good news. Okay, so hopefully fairly soon the attacks in Grand Exchange should cease. At least fingers crossed. I think at this point we can enable these resource probes. Deactivating them was completely pointless, as it turns out. Okay, let's set up the turrets next. I think I would like to have the large ones to focus on capital ships first. There. And the flag turrets, can you please focus on fighters first? Although I suppose maybe we should go for missiles first, but you know what? No, it's fine. Fighters first. The bugs don't really use missiles, so it's fine.
Disengage.
So fighters first. And the attack is underway. Okay. So, we are engaged. Good. And as you can see, the flak turrets make short work of the smaller ships. Very good. In fact, we can enable the container magnet and we can start scooping up some stuff. A Nividium oxide, weapon chamber, that's fine. I am still hoping for the CETA component that the box can drop. That would be kind of great. So far, no luck. Tuning software, no. Anyways, all the box ships are jumping back and they are starting to defend. Exactly what I was trying to achieve. Very good. Okay, let's just move a bit closer so we can start attacking the station itself. Also, yeah, the station is also attacking us. Let me try to target the actual turrets. So let's just jump back in, zoom, and focus on these turrets if we can. In fact, tell you what, the large ones, can you please focus on my current target? There we go. So if we target the turrets, they will take care of them. They are not going to be too much trouble, but you know what? Might as well. Okay, at this point I suppose we are good. As I've said, they are not really strong enough to hurt us, so we are going to be just fine. The only downside is that it will take a very long time for this to actually bear fruit, because this is a huge ship, huge station with lots of HP. So yeah, it will take a very long time for us to actually break through. Also, that's herbicide. Apparently we have a small Tladi squadron here, but unfortunately they will get swarmed. Ooh, 10 secure containers. I might want to go back for those. 10 is a pretty decent haul. Okay, I will target that one real quick and pick them up. We can turn around in a second, but that one is kind of tempting. Oh yeah, those extra secure containers will come in handy later for sure. Also, yeah, might as well scoop all the other stuff up and we can turn around and start attacking the station once again. And I think that is going to be pretty much it for the fighter force of this particular outpost. Okay, I think we can at this point move a bit closer so the flak turrets can get into the action as well. And yeah, I don't see any more box ships around, so I think the sector is okay, not quite clear. These guys might want to jump back soon so they can start defending as well. Anyways, I think at this point we are pretty much good to go. All we need to do is stay put, let the turrets take care of the station, and basically we just need to wait until they are finished. Unfortunately, this will take a very long time. We have been here for a while now, and we only managed to take off 10% of the hull. So yeah, this will take a while. Anyways, we still have some of these guys. They should give up fairly soon, and they should jump back home. After that we can take care of them. I think we are pretty much safe at this point. Ooh, and one arm is finished. Good. Let's keep on focusing the other ones. There we go. Someone jumped home. Also, we are being attacked by turrets. So let's just look at them, and there we go. Yeah, no wait, they are still here. They should jump home to defend, right? Well, either way, whatever spawns now will actually not leave this area. We will take care of them, and I think even if these guys don't jump home, the local forces will take care of them, and no new ones will get to this center of the sector now. So I think we are going to be okay. Okay then, let's just keep on focusing on the station, and there we go. Maybe we can move a bit closer for the flak turrets. Yeah, I think at this point all we need to do is wait. Well, I suppose we will pick things up in the next episode and see where we can go from here. All that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.